Okay, in this video I want to show you how to calculate some logarithms in a calculator. So the first one I'm going to look at is log of 389. So log means common logarithm, means the base is 10, and 389 is not a power of 10 that I am familiar with. It's not a power of 10. It's not going to work out nicely. But if you look at a calculator, your calculator should have an log button and an ln button hidden somewhere in it. No matter what your calculator looks like, it should have these two buttons. They'll typically be together, and they'll typically be related to, I don't know if you can see this, but ln has e to the x right next to it, which is kind of a hint to you that ln, natural logarithm, is related to the exponential e to the x, and log is related to 10 to the x. So these four functions should be somewhere together in the same couple of buttons near each other on your calculator. So look for those on your calculator so we can punch these in. So log of 389, I'm just going to type log 389, close parentheses, and hit enter, and I get an answer. If you have a stupid calculator, a calculator where only one number is displayed on the screen at a time, you might have to type 389 and then hit the log button. On mine, I can actually type it in so it looks like the expression on the sheet, so I just type it in that order. So check this out with your calculator and make sure you're getting the same answer, and I'll round it to 2.59. Okay, next one, log of negative 12, log negative 12, close parentheses, and then I hit enter. And I did that on purpose. Error, non-real answers, there's something wrong with that. We said in the first video we can't take log of a negative number. It's just like taking a square root of a negative number. It's not actually defined, so I just write undefined. Okay, natural log of 32, ln 32. So I look for the ln button, I hit that one instead, and I type 32. So it gives me 3.465, which I'll round to 3.47. Natural log of 0.015, just ln button, 0.015, close parentheses. I get a negative answer this time, negative 4.2-ish. Okay, now life gets tricky. So there's actually two ways to do this. One is to go sifting through the calculator and try and find out if your particular calculator has an log with a random base button. This calculator might, I'm honestly not sure, but it turns out we don't need it. We have a special formula we're going to use when we have a logarithm with a random base. So let's first talk about what that formula is. It's called the change of base formula. And it says if you have a log base a of x, you can actually use any base you want as long as you do log of the number that's on top divided by log of the number that's on bottom. So it turns out log base 2 of 13 is going to be the same as log of 13 divided by log of 2. So the top number stays on top, the bottom number stays on bottom. And there's nothing special with log. You also could have used ln. Basically, you just want to pick one of these and get used to it and use the same one for every problem. I'm probably just going to stick with log because it's the easiest button to find in my calculator. If your log button is hard to find for some reason, go ahead, use ln over ln. As long as you're consistent, it should be fine. So if I want to take log base 2 of 13, this is how I'm going to type it in a calculator. Log of 13 divided by log of 2. And I do have to be a little careful with how I type that in because I want to have the whole numerator divided by the whole denominator. So let's pull the calculator back out. Okay, so if I want to type this in, I want to put a fraction in. So I'm going to put parentheses log of 13 and then close parentheses. That's the end of my numerator. And then I hit divided by parentheses log of 2 and then close parentheses for the log, close parentheses for the denominator. So we have a numerator that's log 13 and a denominator that's log 2. And we get some kind of answer. I'll go back and check that answer in just a second. But first, let me just point out, if I had accidentally typed it as log 13 divided by log 2, it's going to give me some wonky answer because it's actually doing log of 13 divided by log 2, which is not what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to have log 13 in the numerator, log 2 in the denominator, not 13 over log 2 inside the log. So that's no good. This bottom one is incorrect. So let's erase it and let's go back to the good one. Okay, so this is supposedly the answer. 3.70. But suppose we don't trust it, or we're worried that we typed it in wrong. Remember that any logarithm equation can be written as an exponential equation. So you can take this equation and rewrite it as the base is 2, the exponent is 3.7, and supposedly that spits out the answer 13. So if we wanted to check it, all we have to do is type this into a calculator and see if we get approximately 13. We'll probably have some rounding errors, so it might not be exact, but let's check it out. 2 to the power 3.70 is 12.996. That's pretty darn close to 13. So I think we did that problem correctly. So check. Let's do the same thing here. So I'll use the change of base formula. Again, log of the top number divided by log of the bottom number. So our top number is 36911. Divided by log of our bottom number, which is 12. Okay, so let me hit parentheses for the start of the numerator, log button, 36911, close parentheses for the log, close parentheses for the numerator, divided by start parentheses for the denominator, log 12, close parentheses for the log, close parentheses for the denominator, and then I hit equals and I get 4.232. And again, if we wanted to, we could check, is 12 to the power of 4.23 approximately 36,911? I don't know. Sure, it's 36,000 something or other. If we included more of these decimal places, if we typed in 4.232 instead of just 4.23, we'd probably be a little more accurate. Okay,